Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Welcome back, Absalom staycationers and Packed World Warriors, to another side quest adventure in this week's special Starfinder 2nd Edition playtest of Cosmic Crit. This is your GM Patrick speaking here, and joining me in a thrown together last minute adventure are my four friends and your players, Gibert, Myles, Seth, and Tyler. Hey guys.
Hello.
In the same group as last time.
No, but the five of us played a very short Starfinder adventure together last year, and it was the first time it was just no Drew and Rebecca. It was every other member of the cast. It was the first time it ever happened, and now this is the second time. This is like a whole official, I might call it C team, but that's not really what it is. It's just those two folks that aren't here. But yeah, we got done with episode 300 of Cosmic Crit, and we had some vacation time. Rebecca saved up their vacation time off of the podcast. They're like, 300 episodes? That's enough. It's enough talking to you, Patrick. Actually, I believe, this is a number of things happening, but Rebecca's out of town, and then also Drew was going to play with us tonight. His internet is not operational, I think. So it's kind of a
they still having those problems. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, there's some work going on, I think, in their household. I don't know. Nobody cares about that. What they do care about is Starfinder 2nd Edition. Have you guys heard that they're making a new edition of Starfinder?
No.
A 2nd edition, if you will.
While we're on the subject, why are we here tonight?
We're playing Starfinder 2nd Edition.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think
I don't know what you're talking about. I made a Pathfinder character, so.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, some of you may not have gotten that memo. Since we've played last, they have announced both a physical Starfinder 2nd Edition playtest rulebook coming out in Gen Con, I believe, in July of this year. And it's the cover, I think, has been revealed, so we got some cool art there, and also a adventure that is coming for the playtest, and that is, I believe it's called a Cosmic Birthday, which, they could have just told us they were going to name it after our podcast.
I don't think they did.
I'm pretty sure we own a complete trademark on all things cosmic.
Anything with the word Fox News?
Yeah, if it's a cosmic blank, no.
Even Cosmo Kramer's kind of skirting close to it. You're on notice, Seinfeld.
Yeah, you spell it differently. It don't matter. The Starfinder 2nd Edition adventure. Spoiler warning. We were already going to probably play it over this summer, maybe for the Patreon or whatever. But now that they called it a Cosmic Birthday, we are we have to play it. There's no other option for us. That's by Jenny.
That title makes me uncomfortable.
A Cosmic Birthday. It sounds so fun, right? It doesn't sound like a Harold Pinter play. Things about to go terrible.
At least it continues on into day. Because if it was just like Cosmic Birth, I would be like,
Oh, Cosmic Birth.
Call them.
Hello.
Right, but that's this summer, and
oh my god.
Yeah, you okay?
Oh no, I was just like, I just had somebody's definitely done this. You said call the midwife, and I just had a sudden flash of somebody should make something called Midwife Crisis.
All right, let's Google that with parentheses.
Somebody's definitely done it. Somebody's definitely done it.
That is an episode of How I Met Your Father. Oh boy.
What?
Hell yeah.
Called Midwife Crisis.
Is that
you and Hillary Duff are LinkedIn.
Is that Family Gal? Have you guys heard of Family Gal?
No.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Oh man. I'm gonna link you guys to that when we're
Google
done.
Google that with
I'm not clicking that.
No, it's an actual official sequel to the first sitcom.
Oh really? Okay.
But a completely different group of people.
Yeah, so it's Family Gal.
All right,
and then
already gone off.
Members of How I Met Your Mother do cameos
when they want to get a paycheck. When they want to cash in.
Just whenever.
I want to get a new.
I don't think Neil Patrick Harris needs the money.
Oh, right. So
Magic Castle money.
That's what's coming out this summer. but we have wanted to play. I mean, if I had my druthers, I would just make up a whole Starfinder second edition campaign with all the field test stuff they have out yet. There's just not enough.
What happened to your druthers?
I don't have them anymore, Seth. I think they're currently in the dirty clothes hamper, so I need to wait until they get washed and dried.
So I mean, like, if we just like waited like a day, then that could happen.
I mean, that's a lot to ask me to do all that druthers laundry overnight, Seth. But I don't have the druthers to make up a whole campaign, but I do have the gumption to throw together a last minute Starfinder second edition adventure and really just kind of make stuff up as I go, which I'm very excited about. Are you guys excited about?
Oh, always.
Oh, yeah.
Not really.
I'm Y-sided, which is one step ahead of after X-sided.
All right, well, let's get into it since you guys are all so excited and start this week's adventure, which takes place on Absalom Station, the center of the Packed Worlds. Yeah.
I want to remind you, I'm not X-sided, I'm Y-sided.
Oh, whoa.
I said that. I already said that.
I missed it. Why-sided?
That's one step beyond X-sided.
Oh, I thought it was like...
If you were Z-sided, that would be the ultimate.
Yeah, that's like mega hype.
Oh, I thought this was like Star Wars fighter plane styles. I'm A-sided.
I am Jedi-sided.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like you murdered a bunch of Jedi.
No, children
I
specifically
committed
with a lightsaber.
Jedi-sided.
Yeah. So is tie-sided the word best? I don't know.
I don't know. We can go all kinds of
we'll discuss off air.
Okay.
While we're watching Family Gal.
Starting this week's episode is indeed taking place on Absalom Station, and a new group of adventurers may be contracted out by your local Packed Worlds governments, your Starfinders. The last adventure with some of these folks, they were paid by Starfinders to investigate the Starfinder headquarters kind of malfunctioning. But let's get back into it because we have some returning characters and some new ones in our playtest world. Let's talk about who you guys are playing, as perhaps we see them walking in slow motion, checking weapons, doing, Velcro straps on their armor multiple times, make sure it's like really, really well done in there. Perhaps
doing
checking
the rocket raccoon groin adjustment.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. I really hope no one does video of me in slow motion, because there will be a lot of adjusting of the twig and berries.
You know what? I was gonna ask why, but I'm just not gonna now. I don't know.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk about your character?
First, since it's all very fresh in my mind.
Yeah, new character.
Yeah.
Gibert is joining us. You've played a little Starfinder second edition with some of the pre-gens that we had over the holidays, but I've asked you to make up a new character with the field test. Who did you put together?
It's a tall chunk of armor, goes by the name of Scrablock Vale. And Scrablock is an android and is wearing some heavy-duty, super-duper, big-time chunky armor. Mm-hmm. Carries like a medical kit and a shotgun strapped across the back and a greatsword at the hip, and is always ready for action.
Backwards.
And well, I mean, some people like to put the shotgun on the hip and the greatsword on the back, but I feel like I get to look more like a samurai when I pull it out from my hip. So
yeah.
So
Scrablock.
And I got some.
I mean, samurai also traditionally put their shotguns on their back. I mean,
traditionally, yeah. Right. So, and I've got got a big old scar on the side of my head, and I'm just super battle hardened, and I look like a mean dude that no one wants to mess with.
Are you a mean dude?
I'm a mean dude. Dude.
Did you describe the species, or did I just miss that part?
Oh, android. Yeah.
That's right. You said android. That's right. I'm sorry.
Scrablock the android.
Are you contractually obligated to make an android every other or third?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that arrangement.
So. That makes sense. I respect that.
I asked him because we technically haven't played any with the Starfinder Field Test number 3, which has rules for the Android ancestry in Starfinder 2nd Edition. And so it's like maybe make one or the other. And obviously Android may be more suited for Gibert, maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
One of his faves.
Are there androids in Pathfinder 2nd Edition?
There are, yes.
Yes, actually.
So these are kind of additional rules, or no?
I mean, it's pretty much the exact same rules. And so,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I was like, I'm reading over like the other one now, and I'm like, yeah, they just copied it over. Yeah, it's the same thing. They've added in like some new heritages and a bunch of new feats and stuff. And so,
Right.
You can be descended from a dishwasher.
yeah, I
or
mean,
like
basically,
a toaster.
kind of, yeah, with the ancient android feat. That's like very much what I was sort of going for with Andis back in the day. So it's cool.
Well, awesome. Well, so we got Scrablock.
Scrablock, that's me.
Scrablock Vale.
It's a future
And
name. It's very good.
Who wants to talk about their character next?
Oh, I can, since mine's just returning, and it's very quick. Last time we delved into SF Playtest, I created a a skeleton mystic named Talus,
Who carried the adventure.
and what's very cool is you actually get to pick what kind of skeleton you look like.
Mhm.
Talus is based off a gnoll, so you have a gnoll, skeleton, mystic, Talus, a very old skeleton, was raised by a necromancer long ago, and has pretty much wandered around and traveled in.
I think we talked about this long ago. Is like before the gap.
Mm-hmm, yeah, pre-gap, and then
You're like dust
so-
at this point, right?
yeah. It takes a lot to. He uses CBD oil on his joints because he hears that helps out.
You're like an old dog.
But he had some vague recollections of the gods he worshipped, but coming into Starfinder era, can't feel them. It doesn't know where the connection is anymore, so he's kind of out looking for some of the Osirian gods that he used to be strongly connected to. There you have it.
Okay. Myles or Seth, who wants to go next?
Well, I'll go ahead and reintroduce a character that also is returning. Also a Gnoll.
Oh.
Rounding out the team Gnoll for initiative, we have Frey. Full name Frayed Livewire, but Frey is fine.
I can't believe that's not a Mountain Dew flavor already.
Gnoll for initiative?
No, Frayed Livewire.
Wire.
Oh,
I mean
Livewire is. Like,
Yeah, I was
you
about to
just have
say.
add Frayed in front of it.
But it feels like it would be like a melon flavor, you know? Oh, Livewire.
Yeah, he's a kineticist, a very standard-looking Gnoll, except he has a multicolored dyed mohawk and a nasty-looking scar that has left part of his skin showing, traveling from the left side of his jaw down his torso and disappearing into the baggy pants he wears. Baggy pants with pockets full of shotgun shells for the shotgun that hangs out his hip.
Another shotgun? My
Yeah,
God.
shotgun. He wears his at the hip though.
Yeah,
Oh.
there weren't too many guns released in the playtest so far.
Okay, and last but not least, Myles, who you're new for our Starfinder 2nd Edition with Pathfinder-esque rules.
Yeah,
You're-
I'm playing a pre-gen character because I kind of found out I was playing today, and so I am playing Navasi, who is a human envoy. Kind of looks like Major Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, just walked off the page. Has all this kind of high-tech armor, kind of purple hair, like two different pistols in a holster and a rifle in her hands. Generally a badass looking character.
But you're not playing Navasi. It is a legally distinct character who you've named something, right? What's your character's
I mean,
name?
I can just play Navasi.
No, you can't legally. I don't know if you can yet. So
Oh.
that's why I said make a legally distinct character
I didn't
name.
pick up that was the reason. I don't know. Skeleton Gerard Way. That was the first thing I saw.
I'm sorry. Skeleton Gerard Way is the first thing you saw in your room.
Yeah, I have a Skeleton Gerard Way pop. So that's the name of the character.
Well, I don't know if If that's clear with legal,
Skeleton
either,
Gerard Way Funko Pop figure is the character's full name.
Please, my father is Mr. Funko Pop figure.
You just Google sci-fi name
That's
generator.
Dr. Funko Pop figure. Thank you.
Oh,
very
like
much.
Skeleton.
You didn't have to make a character, Miles. Just take 30 seconds to make.
All right. Okay. Okay. Maybe just what if your character's name was just something? I don't know. Elden Ring. What about that? There's nothing complicated or.
What do you mean,
What?
Elden Ring?
Elden Ring. I don't know. Like I was just trying to
I
think
was
of
just
something.
thinking, like, what if the character's name was Elden?
Yeah, the character's name is Elden Ring. Like first name Elden, last name Ring.
Okay, got it.
You know, I'm just.
Elden Way. There we go. The character's name is Elden Way.
Elden Way. I dig that. That's good.
Boom.
Yeah, there we go.
Got there.
We by committee.
We gotta look out for anybody named Little Miss Tuffet because she might try
in
to
their
eat
heart of
you.
hearts, their real name is Skeleton Gerard Way.
Wait, before we continue, is Tyler coming in a little hot for anybody else, or is it?
I mean, he's always good looking.
I mean,
Oh boy,
yes.
Ah,
No.
I don't know. Am I hot?
you're a little hot compared to everyone else.
Sound normal to me.
I'm trying to. I keep trying to turn my volume down, and he just keeps blowing my eardrums.
I was
Tyler
well,
is what.
Yeah, I was being
Just-
very loud right there. So I actually the last time I think we recorded, Drew was like, Tyler, you need to bump up a little bit. So I bumped up. So
No. Oh, this is Drew's fault then.
I'm gonna
As most things in life are.
I bumped down. A little bit.
5 degrees of separation from Drew's fault.
Oh,
Okay.
100%.
So
You really need all 5, but
this week's adventure starts with you guys getting a job to investigate a happening in the middle of Absalom Station at Jatembe Park. You get some news alerts as you're heading to the center section of the station, which is under a giant bubble and is one of the largest areas producing kind of oxygen in the station. This giant cultivated man-made park with trees and natural hills and things like that. You're getting some notifications that there is a huge section of the park under lockdown. There's a possible terrorist attack, and authorities have kind of cordoned off an area and are waiting for investigators and things to get here. And you're one of the crews.
this sounds like a job that's just for us. Let's go, team. We've all worked together many times. We know the drill. Let's go.
If you've worked together,
Who are you?
if you've worked together many times, what's his name? And someone points at Miles' character.
That's a skeleton of some sort. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's Tyler's character.
Oh, no, that's
It's
The
not
name is
confusing.
Skeleton.
We haven't established if Elden Way is a skeleton.
his name is
His nickname is
Elder
just
Boy.
Skeleton.
He's the elder boy of the
How is
two
this
boys. He's the
confusing?
elder.
He's straight up just a human character, but he's nicknamed Skeleton. And then there's a skeleton who's not human. He's a gnoll skeleton. And then there's also a living gnoll.
A living knoll.
Why is this confusing? Is Scrablock Vale an android of a
skeleton android?
Is this an android of a skeleton?
I'm an android that was made to look like I was a skeleton, but really I'm a gnoll. I'm really
Maybe-
an android of a gnoll, but I look like.
Maybe you just have a
Can we
t-shirt.
get a Venn diagram going?
So confused.
No. I don't know if you've worked together a ton. At the very least, your last adventure, the best friends Frayed and Talus, worked together on a job.
We do have a secret handshake. Makes sense.
Oh, a secret Knoll handshake.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it right. We're gonna demonstrate it right now for the cameras.
It's where like I grab your arm and then I rip
Right,
it
and
off and then I eat it and then I cast regeneration and you grow it back.
Okay, so you get to the cordon off section of Jatembe Park. There's a number of bystanders, perhaps some local news stations that are here reporting. So there's lights on a line that seems to have been kind of made in the park, guarded by Pact World security robots and some internal Absalom police officers and things like that. And you guys can show your credentials to get in, but is there anything you want to do here? There's maybe hundreds of people kind of looking out and about at this spectacle, as well as the news media.
I'm gonna tell him to clear the area. This is a official operation now. Everyone stand back 100 feet. Get out of here. And I'm gonna intimidate them all.
Best move if you don't want to look like this. And points at myself.
Look at him. Yeah, look at him. I
Aid
did
your
that.
Intimidation.
I did that to him.
Wait. I actually don't know if I can aid your intimidation.
Yeah, surely you can. Yeah.
Do I have that? Well,
It's a DC 20 typically to aid.
Oh, yeah. I just make a quirky comment and you,
All right, I'll just
you do the bulk.
I'll see what I can get. A 30.
Oh!
Let's say, get the fuck out of here, you everybody.
Whoa! Right. -2 to this roll.
Listen, all you little get out of here.
Language. Bad language already. Jeez
Sorry, I'm
Louise.
so sorry.
Oh, we can curse.
I'm not even.
Right?
I'm not even like upset yet. It just slipped out. I apologize.
My name shall be Quentin.
I'm not even mad, says Gibert.
Apparently you are. These people, a whole bunch of them run off. They're like, why is that android so angry? But even more, I think some news folks will come over to you.
So much for flat affect.
A Lashunta reporter will come over as they see you're, past the security line and points the camera in your direction and is like, and here we have what looks like some folks perhaps in a position of authority here looking like, well, I don't know. You look like you're armed to the teeth. Are you all expecting some kind of resistance in here? Is it true that there was a terrorist attack? Well, the Eyes on Absalom wants to know. Do you have any information for us?
No.
I think Frey will just look at the others and wait for someone else to answer. And
Yeah.
We are still
I try to
assessing
lie
the
and say
situation right now. All you need to know is that there is a dangerous threat, and it'd be best if you cleared out.
Ooh. Oh, make me a diplomacy.
Don't make me intimidate again.
Make me a good old diplomacy check for Elden Way.
14.
Oh no. They're like, no, we believe you know something and you're holding back from the people. Should we be worried? Is this something that potentially is part of a string of attacks? What people deserve to know the truth. What have they told you?
they don't have
Yes, you
any,
should be worried that if you don't leave, myself or one of my cohorts will make you leave.
It would be better for me if you resisted. If you died in the process, I would reanimate you, and I would have a fellow ally to fight whatever threat we are about to go face. But that's your choice.
They
Bad
make like
boys
the,
of Absalom Station.
they make
Should I
like
roll
the-
intimidation?
No. They just make the cut signal to their camera bot, and it's like, no, it doesn't sound like these guys know anything. They're just getting thrown into a meat grinder. Did they really not tell you anything, you guys, about what you're going into?
So do they have a camera bot floating, recording
They did,
this?
yeah.
Does it have a battery that is easy to access in any kind of way?
No, I don't think you have to screw it in. But
I was just going to ask if I could roll a
thing.
thievery check to just maybe just take the battery out.
Why
real
would you
quick.
take my battery?
Yoink!
No, it's flying.
all right,
It's
never mind.
it's its own little thing. The guy introduces himself and says, "But the name's Zane Arleth. I'm with Eyes on Absalom News, and at the very least, did they tell you what's happening here?"
No.
Yes, the Aslanti Empire is launching a sneak attack, and we have to keep it on the DL.
Deception check, Myles. That's a lie. You're lying to me. No.
It's a 18.
No, that's not enough for the investigative reporter. You all need to be careful. There was. I'm trying to give you information. Oh gosh.
You see a brief orange prompt flash at the bottom of your
Hey,
screen.
you know what? Fine. Just go into this completely blind. That's fine. We'll see how-
Miles in front
Miles
of
is-
needs no information.
This is the fantasy equivalent of walking into the tavern and being like, barkeep, any rumors? And he's like, well, and then you just punch him in the face. You're like, give me free beer.
I've played games where people at the table do that. I've done this.
I want free beer right now. That's not how the economy works. Give it to me. No, do you want to? I mean, you could just walk away from this person at.
No, we'll listen to them.
Yeah.
We're playing like we can quick save. That's how I feel like the start of this is.
It's true.
Honor mode? What's that?
I would like to reload and roll again, Patrick.
Zane says, "Well, unlike you all, I've investigated and recorded already a bunch of people that have escaped from the epicenter of what this this so-called terrorist attack is, and well, they're coming out saying that there perhaps was some kind of explosion in and about near what looked like a union ceremony going on. There's a grand tent in an area rented out in the park.
Is that like a marriage or like a union?
Yeah.
Like the local,
Like the Teamsters?
Like the Teamsters are in there.
Like a
couple people getting hitched. Got it.
A wedding, a big outdoor party. Certainly richer folks in Absalom, if they're able to take up a portion of the park.
Fancy pants.
Yes, this information checks out. This is what we have too.
I don't think they actually, the authorities told you what you're walking into, so. But you've heard.
No, I'm just lying. So.
Oh, okay, still lying. Okay, great. That's
yeah.
All right.
Sounds
well, now I'm going to start lying
far-fetched.
to
as
you
far
guys.
as far as I know, an explosion can't be a terrorist.
Got a point.
Yeah, well, that's true, but it could be dangerous. It might be radioactive or biochemical or.
After an explosion ends, it's usually not super dangerous anymore.
Okay, well,
I don't know that that's true.
I trust you guys. You're the ones putting your lives on the line here, so I mean, good luck, I guess. If you need a reporter, you know who to call. Zane Arleth. That's fine.
Why would we need a reporter?
I give
tell your story. Tell your truth. Oh, hello. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
I'm Scrablock.
All right,
Goodbye.
Scrablock Fail. If you make it out of this alive, I will give you the exclusive interview that you wanted.
Yay.
I will take your story and sell it myself if you die. Oh, right. So heading into the park here, is there anything you'd like to do in kind of our exploration mode?
I think I'm going to, I don't remember what the actual actions are, but I'm going to keep a sharp eye out and look around warily for threats. And I've got my shotgun at the ready and ready to shoot anything that jumps out, even if it's a person. I'll shoot them.
Okay.
Oh, excellent. I'll resurrect them when they die.
Oh, man. I just realized that I get a +1 against attempts to feint or lie.
Oh my goodness. Well, keep that at the ready.
I think Frey will probably do his thing where he summons up scraps of metal from the area and creates metal plates that float around him. Just go ahead and activate that metal carapace before we get into a fight, instead of having to take a whole action to do it.
Okay. How long? Does that last a while or
10 minutes.
Oh,
so
okay.
he'll probably just have to re-up it as he walks around.
Anybody not have dark vision?
I have low light.
That is a great question. I don't think I have dark vision.
You're a human, so you wouldn't. Myles, what would you like that glows? What would you like that? Well, I can make something of yours glow just in case we get into a lights out situation. So what do you want glowing?
For those that are only getting the audio experience, Miles's eyebrows did some movement. There was some eyebrow movement in response to that question.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Just a hand? I don't.
Okay.
Well, it has to be an object. It can't be a living
Your
thing.
left gauntlet glows.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Naked pretend you're like your Iron Man and stuff.
Yeah. So that'll that's just the light. That's just the light cantrip. So
there's an intimidation
radius.
check for you. Like, get back! I'm going to shoot you with energy. Ah!
Pretend you're Iron Man. Yeah, I mean, you can with a good deception check. You'd be like, I'm I.
They'll be like,
oh
what's
gosh,
that?
we totally know what that is.
Sounds intimidating though. Don't
By this
cross
time,
it.
it's on its 40-second reboot. So
Wow, this just lasts until you make
Do
your
it again.
daily preparations. Your hand is just going to be lit up for like 24 hours now. Good
Well, I
luck
can
getting to
cast it on-
sleep tonight.
I can cast it on something else.
Yeah, but you're not going to. So,
Oh, okay.
I just want you to know until Tyler specifically says that hand is lit up. Well, how do you want to go about searching the park? Kind of checks you want to make?
I guess we could. It seems like maybe if there's any sound of anyone in trouble, that might sort of point the way. So if we listen out for screams or cries for help, with a perception check, perhaps.
Please,
Can we
please make
can
me
we
one.
perhaps we could also just track footprints going backwards. Yeah.
That would be probably survival. I would imagine, to see if you can see
Where's
a mass
perception?
exodus.
What if I have footprint lore?
The footprint more. Well, you rolled pretty well here for Talus. You don't have a great bonus for survival, but
No, I just rolled a 19, which usually gets you at least. Maybe I just find. Ooh, do I find the slipper of the bride? Can we perhaps have a Cinderella story going on right now? Talents?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think once you get closer, kind of like to the center of this area that's been cordoned off, you do see like maybe the novelty glasses from the photo booth and like a stem of a wine glass and things leading further in. So I think you at least know you're on the right path. You don't see much in the way of footprints. You know, it's not like it's muddy or anything here.
Now you've got me imagining Talus putting on a glass slipper. And then Prince Charming comes in. He's like, my love, what happened to you?
So we did hear about an explosion, right?
No, it seemed to have happened a while ago. The park was cordoned off maybe like 2 hours or so ago. So
Well, what I was going to ask is if SGW could look for, like, I guess,
That's Elden Way's nickname, everybody, just so we're all very clear.
doesn't try away, like evidence of the explosion, of like what might have caused it, like what might have been the source of it.
without being able to investigate if there's like a bomb site or something, how would you think you would be able to go about that?
I guess I figured I could look for like signs of the scene being kind of destroyed.
Well, you've not found yet where supposedly the epicenter of whatever this event, this happening was at. There were some reports on various stations. Do you want to see if you can find information on the infosphere online?
Could I do an Absalom lore check to see like if my character might know, like,
is that one that Elden Way has?
Apparently so. It's on my thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
To see if he would know, like, either like what kind of wedding was happening, like what species, what faith, all the things that could go into this wedding, so that he could possibly figure out like what was actively going on at the time. It's 16.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you rolled a natural one first.
Oh, why did I roll twice? That's weird.
I don't know, but everyone does have a hero point. Yeah, I wouldn't use it on this. I don't think you know exactly who's getting hitched here. They probably do like one a weekend in this area of the park, but you do know that this would be the more expensive, like, private
Fancy
area.
place.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually when you have heard of weddings happening in this section of the park, they've been like 200 people affairs or larger. Usually people with a lot of money that can throw that around. The Absalom elite, right?
Is there, being a kineticist and being metallically and electrically attuned, is there like a residual charge of some sort that I can sense within my aura, or
in the air?
Right. I do have electricity lore. That is an actual lore that I have. I do not have footprint lore. I lied about that one.
You don't have a spacesuit or your environmental protections up, so you get a good knoll sniff in the air.
I do also have the comically large nose that allows me to have an imprecise sense of smell. Within 30 feet.
Maybe a Arcana check or survival, whatever's better for. Yeah, one of those.
Okay.
Or occultism, if that's what kind of skills do you have, Seth?
All these are bad for me.
What is an environmentalist's or not environmentalist? Jeez Louise. What is your character's like? What are their main skills?
Actually, a lot of physical ones, and again, electricity lore.
So you don't sense anything electromagnetically in the air. So if this was some kind of bomb, at least you're not getting kind of chaff or staticky residue. It doesn't seem like the infosphere has been affected here. But you don't catch anything on the whatchamacallit, being downwind of perhaps where this happened. So you're not getting brimstone or burning corpse smell, I guess.
I see.
So it was mentioned that this was a union ceremony. Would it have happened to have been a religious union?
Maybe.
Because I was wondering if I rolled a knowledge religion, perhaps would I know of like, right.
Because of like the decoration or like the setup.
Well, you'd have to find
or just like, this area often hosts these religious proceedings.
Oh.
They're very well known for their like this venue.
No, it's a non-denominational park, I would say.
Boo. Pick a
Non-secular
side. Pick a
Sorry.
side.
Yeah, only cater to one religion. Like
The gods are real in this world. What are you debating?
which one's best?
You know what? Fair enough. I take all my criticisms back.
Right. If you guys want to just keep exploring, you can eventually find
we have
said
to.
site.
Yeah,
and-
we've been doing a lot of really bad rolls, so.
well, I mean, just I'm trying to give you some more information when you get there. You crest a hill, and maybe you're like poking through the bushes when you see a huge tent in the distance, and even from afar, you can tell like there's been some chaos, perhaps, as like tables and chairs are knocked over in this like outdoor kind of venue. It looks like there's indeed an aisle set up going into this tent of tons of chairs, and even from afar you can see what looks like bodies on the ground. Doesn't look like a bomb has gone off here, at least not. You don't see a lot of structural damage. It looks more like
I don't think converting these bodies into minions is legal. Tallis. Perhaps.
My religion tells me I have to. I mean, what, you're going to suppress religious freedom? Seth, you're going to come out onto this podcast and tell me?
As a background outlaw, I think Skeleton's Right Away is all for it.
I thought you meant Eldon.
his name's Eldon Way.
Eldon Way.
He is whomever I want him to be.
Oh.
Now you start resurrecting things.
So, I mean, yeah, that's what you see from afar. What would you guys like to do? I think we're still in. Yeah, I mean, you're enshrouded in bushes. So, if there is someone out there, terrorist or not, they would not be able to see you from this distance. But if you got closer, you'd have to like leave the hedgerow and kind of expose yourself to get to this very open union ceremony site.
Okay.
Can we just do like fast perception to see if there's any immediate threats before we just hurtle down the hill?
But yeah, I mean, fast perception. You're scoping out what you can see down here. Make me a check, perception check.
Can everybody make the perception check? Not because mine was
Says
bad or
rolling a
anything, but I just so that we're a team.
Rolling a 2.
Well, I mean, yeah. How about we follow the expert, right? Who's got
I
the
forgot
best?
all.
Let's
I
see.
forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Follow the expert for perception?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
You can do it for any skill.
Yeah, so for this one, I think I can scout ahead for danger, or following the expert. So I guess I can do both.
I'm sorry. Do you want to scout ahead? Is that what you're asking, or
Well, we can do follow the expert.
is anyone is anyone an expert in perception?
I guess no one's untrained in perception, so I don't know if it really
Right.
helps. Yeah.
Well, to follow the expert, someone does need to be an expert. I don't know if anyone is.
No, probably not. No.
yet.
No, you're right.
I was like maybe the envoy, but I don't even think. I don't think Eldon
I'm just trying
Way
to think
is.
of how one would follow the expert with perception. That seems strange to me.
They're like, if you're surveying the scene, they can point out, it's like, look over there, and then look over there.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
where will we see if
You
we're
have to
an
open
expert?
your eyes. Your eyes are closed. You can't perceive anything like that.
It would be where perception is underneath all the conditions list,
Mhm.
and then it would be your total, and then your mod, and then there'd be it says proof, and then
Yeah.
T5 or
It looks
E
like-
something.
Mine says T5.
Yeah.
And then
so
you're trained.
trained as T is for trained. Okay, so we've gotten a few rolls here. Does Gibert, Myles, do you want to make a perception check? Or no,
Sure.
sorry,
Pretty low.
just Myles. Okay, good.
Ugh, also low.
Oh, Eldon Way.
Cool.
So from this distance, I mean, it looks like a ghost town here, and this happened a couple of hours ago, so you're not surprised. Perhaps if this was a bomb that blasted, it disrupted this wedding, and those that could get away from it did. You don't see any movement. You don't see anybody nearby. Bunch of bodies on the ground.
All right, well, Frey's just going to walk out and start heading down the hill.
Yeah, Talus is behind you, and while we're going down, he just says, I know we're not supposed to like having a bunch of people die, but I do like the idea of creating chaos during a wedding ceremony. Poetically kind of fits a bill, I think. And once he gets to the bodies, he'll start checking them for signs of continued existence.
Oh, you just running up to the bodies?
I don't know about the word running. Absolutely not. Saunter, walk casually.
What would the rest of you guys like to do?
I'm going to approach the pavilion for the tent.
Yeah, there's about like 4 or 5 rows of chairs and then a giant tent. And maybe there's some like beyond that catering trucks and things like that. But the bodies are mostly around where it looks like they were like almost mid-union ceremony, perhaps.
I'm going to start clearing corners then. Just any if there's a podium where an officiant was standing or something, I'm going to check behind everything and start securing the area.
Type in podium real quick and see if I can get a token, an icon, very fast here.
Or just a box. Anyone, it'd be fine. If you put a circle down and you told me it was a podium, I'd believe you, Patrick.
Well, guess what?
That's because I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
Guess what? That's what I've pulled from the art here.
Perfect.
It's a big circle. It's actually several circles. Okay. What about Eldon and Frey?
Patrick, are you looking at a different map than we are?
No, there's no map. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Just making sure.
We were also making sure there's no map.
Is there supposed to be a map? Do we have to play with a map every time?
Frey's going to pull the hidden ripcord on the back of his head and activate that sniffer of his and just kind of start wandering around and seeing if he detects anything amiss.
Medicine checks on some bodies.
Make me another perception check, Frey. There's something
not his strong suit. That perception.
There's something foul indeed here that you can smell, but you're not sure what exactly. Myles?
Tyler mentioned medicine check. Could I do that?
You want to move up with your pal Talus and take a look at these bodies?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. It's a 16?
Yeah, turning over the closest body, like right in the aisle here, you see maybe some like they're black and blue. Indeed, this does look like they've perhaps passed on. It is a Vesk guest in a like very fine suit that has sustained some wounds. There's cuts, there's gashes and things like that. And looking over it, these does indeed look like they were. It's not like bomb force that you've seen before. It does seem like they were beaten or clawed, perhaps to death.
Interesting.
What's even more interesting is, as you're investigating here, in the alley of chairs, like one clatters against another as you see one of these bodies rising up off the ground, and then a few more behind them as you see what looks like human figures stepping up from the ground here where they were laying a moment ago. And
somebody beat you to it, Tyler.
you see they're not dead. They're very undead.
That's right. Hiding amongst the dead.
Can you raise dead on an undead?
They seem to have completely blackened eyes and giant purple black veins running up from under their finery, their suits and dresses and whatnot. We do have a map. I'm so sorry. I lied to you guys. There's always a map.
You tricked me.
I mean, it's totally cool if we don't have a map. I just, it's nice to know.
We would just be in the place where Tyler is at his weakest, the theater of the mind.
Yes, welcome to the Mind Theater.
No.
We are going to... Who dis Ninja?
That's me.
Oh, Scribblock? Oh, sorry. I gave you just like an android here.
That's the OG Android.
Yeah.
That's like our very first Android.
Sorry, and I have you back here by the circle.
That's the circle.
Look,
okay.
You get the circle over here.
Found a circle. Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll into the initiative turn order in Starfinder 2nd edition, just like Pathfinder 2nd edition. But you can roll in what you were kind of doing in this moment. If you want to roll in with medicine, you can. If you want to just do perception, that is also fine. But yeah, basically whatever kind of skill you want to play around with. These are zombies, but they don't look like a traditional raised dead. These figures don't look like they're dead, honestly, but they do have the vacant stare, kind of clicking jaws, and you see some of them have perhaps blood around their mouths and hands.
Sorry, this is a new sheet for me, so I'm trying to find initiative.
It is under perception, so you'll find perception again, and then
I see it. Okay, thank you.
Initiative. You just click on that one button.
Click on that one button.
Oof. Well, I guess we'll see. Zombies have a lower initiative stat than Prey does, because both Patrick and I rolled a 1 for initiative.
I will say. Oh wow. I will say they're not looking too good. They're not looking too hot. Like I said, not undead, but not super fluid movements of your fast moving zombies. If you were first up in the initiative turn order is going to be a Scriblock Veil, or maybe because you're in like Overwatch mode investigating towards the back here, Gibert. These guys do seem jacked up somewhat. You're not sure what has come over them, but it does seem like they are coming at your friends who were investigating this deceased body that's on the ground.
All right. I'm going to step forward with these in front of my compatriots and put my heavily armored body in the front, and I'm going to say, I'm going to aim my rifle, and let's see. I mean, I really feel like I would try to shout them down first, and try to tell them to stand down before I open fire. But yeah, so I think I'll do that. I think I'll intimidate them first.
Yeah. So, do you have an ability to intimidate more than one person at a time? Because otherwise, you could use just demoralize from the intimidate action to.
I do. I have to shoot them first is the problem.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, you can shoot at, do like a kind of a herring shot if you'd like.
Sure, let's do that. Yeah. I mean, they are going to have to make reflex saves against this. So
okay, so it's up to them how they do. It's not on you.
Yeah. So it's a DC 19 is the save.
How many people are getting shot here?
I can only reach 2 with my 15-foot range. So
reflex, not their best. DC 19. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I've got for you good news. I've got a critical fail and a fail.
Oh boy, nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So let me just make sure I understand how this works. So this is sort of the new area effect feature of some of these, newer weapons. Yeah, it's a basic reflex save. So we roll up the damage and see.
What weapon are you? Is this a shotgun?
This is just a shotgun, just a regular old tactical shotgun. So it's 1d6 piercing damage. So could be looking at
roll that damage, and the one over here to the left is going to take full, and the other one's taking double.
3. So 3 to the one over here on the left, and 6 to the one on the right, and then they are both. Let's see. So they're both, what's the word I'm looking for? Suppressed right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they take -1 circumstance penalty on attack rolls and a 5-foot status penalty to speed. Suppose until the start of my next turn. Yeah.
Do you get a free intimidate check with this? Is that a ability?
What I get is a 1 action one, but since the firing those area weapons is actually 2 actions.
Okay.
So I'm out of actions. So I'll do it next time.
Okay. All right. So that is going to bring us to Talus. Your turn. Yeah. Just a big old shotgun blast across the wedding guests here. And it seems like your new ally, Scriblock Veil, has stepped between you and whatever these things are.
Excellent. First thing I would like to do is try to roll a skill to figure out if these, maybe Talus is like, oh, they're not undead. This is weird. What are they?
You can still make a religion.
To figure out what's going on.
Well, I can roll a skill for you, a secret religion check.
+9 religion.
Bonus. Okay. Yeah, these are all the same, perhaps symptoms or things that you've observed in Plague Zombie before, but this seems to be some kind of new strain of virus or whatever. Maybe this was indeed a bioterrorist attack, whatever set these things off, because you've not seen them before. But with this successful roll, I can tell you one piece of pertinent information, or if you have a question you'd like to ask me, about them. I can give that.
Do they have the undead trait?
Technically, yes, they still have the undead trait. You're not sure what.
There's a whole boatload of.
Yeah.
That's fine, but so many of my spells are like undead related. So knowing that they actually count towards that is nice. You know, It's nice. Okay, I do happen to have the disrupt undead cantrip.
Well, it's a pretty good one if these are undead. So yeah. Do you also do Healy spells with Mystic?
I do.
Because
I do also do Healy spells.
Yep, they are, negative healing creatures, so they would take damage from that.
Let me see. Let's measure out.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
Really?
You know that they're undead just from your roll. Do you have a question about their abilities or something else related to them? I could also just give you the most germane thing I think your character would know.
Yeah, why don't you do that for me? That'd be great.
Weakness to positive energy.
That's the ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Encouragement.
So
Self-help books are their one Achilles heel.
I do
Zombies hate this one weird trick.
have the spell heal.
Uh-huh.
And but that took an action, right?
It took one action, yes.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna have to save. We're gonna have to hold that back.
But yeah, they might all bunch around us here in just a second.
mhm.
So
Okay, so for this,
What, zombies swarming? What do you mean? they're gonna stay back and take pot shots. Gibert. they're gonna dive for cover. Scatter, zombies, scatter.
Let's cast one of my favorite cantrips. Using some, frayed livewire always has this metal aura around him, and one of the things that Talus likes to do is cast needle darts and sculpt some of that metal into sharp darts that they fling at their enemies. It is piercing. Zombies typically don't care too much about piercing, but we'll still do that.
Hey, those are my scraps. Summon some more.
And
Scraps.
yeah, I'll throw them just at the closest zom here.
Cool. What is this spell?
Needle darts.
Needle darts. Ah, yes, I remember. Okay, and this is an attack roll, right?
This is an attack roll, spellcasting
right.
modifier. I've rolled a natural 20.
Someone take the mystic away from this man.
Oh, bazoingas! Let's go.
Swingles. Is that Dallas's catchphrase?
So this normally does 4d4 piercing damage. It also does bleeding, but I have a feeling the zombies aren't going to care about the bleeding part. So we're going to roll.
Skeletons don't, but these are zombies. These are not immune to bleed.
Okay, fantastic. They are going to
zombies need their blood in order to live. Everyone knows.
Yeah,
that.
they're going to take 2 persistent bleed, and yeah, I guess I'm going to roll 8d4 on the damage.
Yeah, who are you attacking? Which one?
The closest one. This closest one.
Okay.
Just north of me a bit here.
Okay.
Shambling. Oh boy, I have to actually type out because my little dice roller doesn't go high enough. 8d4. Is it good? Is it bad?
Looks a little low.
pretty in the
There's
middle.
more 1s and 4s, but that's still a lot of damage. 19 points.
19 piercing on a crit needle dart.
Okay, and some bleed. Got that on him. Ooh,
Yeah, and that is
Hold on.
3 actions. 2 actions for the needle dart, 1 action for the identify.
okay. Yeah, you see those little metal pieces piercing this thing. From both the shotgun blasts and these needle dart blasts, they seem to be bleeding like an inky black substance.
Talos also shouts out like, "Oh, try to keep them somewhat intact. I need to see what they are. Open them from the inside."
Gross.
As he's like flinging darts at him.
Elden Way, Myles, you're up next.
Okay. So many targets. And so little.
I think a small part of me dies every time.
What? You say Elden
It's
Way.
fine. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Skeleton Gerard Way. I guess I'm gonna just pick a zombie and take a shot with my. Oh, first I'm gonna use Get 'em
Okay.
on the closest one to me, I guess.
Okay.
In
So
the
that,
southeast here.
on the opposite side of the I guess that's the groom side, the right side, right?
Right.
Right. So you see like a human man. It looks like he might have been a Brutaris player, perhaps, and
Yeah, might have been a person at one point in time, no longer.
was kind of jockish
And
looking
so-
dude.
Do I have to say lead by examples? Like if you attack the target,
No, if you
select.
just say get him and then you attack that target. If you
Okay,
attacked
cool.
a different target, it would not count, but that would put the get him with the bonus on it for the next turn for everybody.
all right, and so get him. It's a -1 to AC. Okay, and is this my trying to make sure I'm using the right weapon?
You want to use your rifle?
Yeah, it's the Seeker. Okay, it's a 12. I guess 13 to hit. Let's get him.
Sorry, the attack looks like you rolled a 2 on the dice, so I actually think this is a 4. You might be looking at the damage.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to the Pathfinder.
The max.
Yeah, that's
No.
quite all right. I mean, you have a hero point if you want to re-roll that, but otherwise, that the first attack is a miss.
No, I roll it.
Third action then?
Can I
Okay.
shoot again?
Yep. Make the second one on the Pathfinder sheet. You can hit the 2 under
Oh, I see it.
the thing, and it will automatically.
I roll the same thing.
Well, technically, you rolled a 7 this time, but yeah, you got the same effect, which is a 4. But there is what we would call big get 'em on this one over here with this red dot on him now. So if other folks attack him, they would get both a bonus to the attack or a minus to his AC and additional damage. I forget how much, but okay. Yeah, we've both rolled a 1, Seth, but Frayed Livewire's going before the whatever kind of zombies these are horde. What would you like to do?
No way, he's somehow faster than a shambling undead creature. Yeah, gonna go ahead and step kind of in front of our squishy envoy, and let's go with I believe it's called an elemental blast. Natural 1.
Woo woo!
We're doing great.
Natural
so
1
far,
for
guys.
initiative, natural 1 for deck. Do you want to use your hero point?
No, I have a feeling if I did, it wouldn't go well. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pass on that. He just
All right.
he just shoots some metal bits at this thing and just misses.
It dodges out of the way. Maybe it hits all the chairs in front of this
Now
guy.
now that I'm officially not doing it, let me roll another attack roll to see if my
Oh, is this only a single action, the elemental blast?
no, it's a 2 action.
Oh, what are you
So-
rolling for?
Oh, I was just seeing if I was right.
Oh, well, that probably would have done pretty well for you. Was this a 7?
I was.
6 on the dice?
Hold on a second. So, Elden Way rolled a 2 and got a 2. That doesn't seem right.
He rolled a 2 and got a 4.
Right, I rolled a 2 and got a 4. That still doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I mean, his character level, right? Because you get your character level to hit, right?
You're
Oh.
trained in your
Oh,
weapon.
I think this came up during our playtest. I think that is incorrect, but I can assure you the 2 is still a miss.
Oh yeah, the two's. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I was just saying, like, I don't think that those numbers seem wrong to me.
Dex is a 2. Why isn't it?
That
it's marked-
alone tells me that something's wrong.
No, Dex is 2 for character. This weapon is marked as trained.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it says it should be 8 here in the macro.
Right.
Plus
Right.
8. So
That's what I'm saying. So it'd be a 10 on the first roll, and on the second roll, technically.
okay, well, it did it. I don't know what Myles clicked, but it did it when I.
What did I claim?
Oh no, I clicked the laser pistol, so I'm probably wrong. What are you? Oh, so it's marked as untrained. I was looking at the wrong weapon, but yes, still that is.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. I just thought I would bring it up in case it becomes an issue later.
I thought I fixed that when it came up in our episode, but okay, that is your turn. That's going to take us to some zombies turns, and they got to spend oftentimes 1 and 2 actions moving into you guys. Mhm.
So as a reaction, I am stowing my gun and drawing my big old sword. This is the soldiers. What is it called? Quick swap ability. It's
You got a reaction you can do with it?
Yeah, and I just change as a reaction. I just pull out my new weapon. and
That's
stow
actually
my
pretty
old one.
good. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah, zombies moving in. What do we got here? Oh, we got some zombie attacks. So let's do our attacks against Scrublock Vale first. So this one has the first one has a -1 on it. What is your armor class, scrub block?
21.
Okay, I've rolled an 18 on the dice. That is just a hit. For 7 points of bludgeoning damage, as it brings a fist down and tries to break through your armor here.
Fine.
16 on the second attack is going to be a miss. This one had to double move over to you, I think. Yeah. So this one's going to give a fresh. I'm going to try to bite you.
Okay.
Let's see here. No, just a melee attack. Sorry. A 19 on the dice. This one doesn't have the negative, but believe it or not, this is still just a hit. I think I got to roll a natural 20 for you. For another.
I promise I have a really high AC.
9 points of damage.
Gracious.
On this attack. This one.
We've established in Dead Men Roll No Crits that a high AC just reduces the number of crits you take.
No, I mean, I don't know. I
rolled 16, 18, and 19.
Yeah,
doing all right.
We've also established that Patrick cheats.
Now, I'm a dirty cheater. Talus, what is your armor class? Maybe I should just roll first and see if I need to.
Yeah, let's see if it matters.
Yeah, I've rolled an 8. So
18.
18 is a miss because this one's got a -1. This one has moved just once to get over to our friend Elden Way. I'm going to attack first. 11 on the dice. I believe that is just a hit on Elden Way. Elden Way is 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and they're going to kind of wrap their arms around you, kind of get in under your arm, and they're going for the jugular. They're trying for a bite attack. And then a bunch are coming at you, frayed. This one only had to move once.
That's fine.
So gets a couple
AC is 20
attacks.
currently.
Let's do one attack first. 2. Second attack from this one is a -5. Is a miss and a miss. And this one that had moved twice will take a single attack and a natural one, a miss. Okay.
Nice.
So everyone except Frayed, Live, Wire, make me a fortitude save. Talus, Eldon, Scrublock. Okay.
What is it, Patrick?
We got a save from SGW.
Would this be versus a disease or a?
It is.
Okay.
Do our android friends have a little bonus?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we also have a skeleton. It's like your flesh starts to wait.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This one's already undead.
If this is a necrotic disease, I mean, you might be even more susceptible, Tyler. You're like 1 foot in the grave. They're like, come join us, brother.
He's 2 feet out of the grave.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
All right. Well, critical success from Scriblock, but
31 on that one.
This is indeed just a disease as Talus. Yeah, this thing kind of breaking one of your bones here. You see a bit of its kind of inky black ichor kind of seeping in, perhaps, and you feel not well. You don't feel great.
Would a 17 have been on the cusp? Just making sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, I as an undead, I do get a +1 bonus to any disease or poison, which isn't factored into the.
It's not a save still, though. Okay, so that is their turn, and takes us back to Scriblock. Bert.
All right, great. So these guys are all about me, which is great, and I got my sword out, which is also great.
Mm-hmm.
Who just hit me? This guy?
I think
this little nerd.
They both did.
Yeah. Well, this little nerd hit me first. I'm gonna hit him back. I'm gonna hit him back hard. I'm gonna make him sad. I'm gonna make his mom cry.
Oh, and I'm taking this bleed damage as well from this guy over here.
We got 18 versus AC.
Well, that is a hit.
All right. For a 12 slashing.
Okay. It's a ton more than that as you like slice through this guy. It's like their flesh is a little weaker right now because they are taking a ton more damage from slashing.
I didn't mean to.
Yep, you did though.
Cry that bad,
but you did.
But I did.
That one is bloodied after that attack.
All right, so he is now.
It just anime sprays that black.
He's suppressed now, and I'm going to then let's see. I'm gonna slice at this one who's trying to hit my friend Elder Boy, Elden Way. Elton John. I'm going to attack that one who's
Elton
menacing
John
him.
Gerard Way.
And second attack. Whoop.
Wait,
Ooh, yucky.
Skeleton John.
4 on the dice is going to be a miss.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna re-roll that one. I'm gonna go ahead and
Hero point?
point that one. Yeah, I think I can do better than
I
that.
like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
You do.
21.
You do. That is a hit.
6 slashing. Also,
This one to your south that is kind of flanking, but not really. I guess he's flanking with the one on the other side. But.
also suppressed now. And then just because I don't know what undead is, I'm going to then use my big old shout 'em up. My shout 'em up ability. It's called Menacing Laughter.
Yes.
Attempt an intimidation check to demoralize each creature within 30 feet of you who you suppressed this turn. So
Okay, so it's these 2 that you just hit.
we'll see if
And
they can be demoralized, but that's what I got.
You know what? They are technically immune to mental stuff. So I think I've picked the wrong enemy for this ability.
No, it's cool. I think perhaps Scrablock knows like a few solutions to problems, and most of them involve shooting or slashing or screaming. And so I've tried it.
It's the triple S strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That's my turn.
Talus, we're back to you, Tyler.
Well, good news is, if I put out a 30-foot emanation from Talus, that's everybody. That's the good news. So we're going to do heal.
What's the bad news? It seems like you're going for good news, bad news.
We'll get there. We're going to
Okay.
get, this is heal. This is heighten heal. This is 3 actions. So everybody, but we're going to roll 2d8. That's what we're going to do.
I dig it. That's what I need.
And hopefully we roll well.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 12. So for if you are alive, you're getting 12 hit points back. If you're not alive, which I think includes the caster,
Uh-oh.
you're taking 12.
Why did you do this to yourself? No, isn't there a save involved?
I think fortitude.
Yeah.
Like a basic fortitude save.
If the target is undead, it gets a basic fortitude save. The number of actions you spend determines blah, 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 blah. So yes, basic fort save.
Because this could be a lot more depending on how they roll. What is your class DC?
Great question. All I have to do is look it up. Class DC is 19.
Okay. Well, I've rolled some rocks for some folks. One of them is not affected at all. This one that is on Frayed Livewire. One of them has critically fail. So is taking
So that one's taking 24. Then.
24 and technically a little bit more than that because they are weak to positive. That one's immediately bloodied down here. The one that has the better get 'em on them.
Yeah. I'll save against my own spell, fail, and take 12.
Okay, this is enough to blast back the one here that has taken the most licking, I think. So far, it took the shotgun blast first. Drops him to the ground as you see the black ichor around his mouth and wounds just kind of evaporating in this light, just maybe drying up and like turning into like a dust cloud. And I mean, it looks like an injured but now relatively alive human drops to the ground where this guy was. This 19 is just a success, so still taking damage.
Talus like shudders. He's like, I hate the feeling of positive energy.
This is a fail, so
Don't worry, Patrick. I'm not going to do that again, so you don't have to.
well, you can if you want. It's up to you.
This taking essentially recoil damage from your own spells.
Okay, this one is bloodied. That is immediately on Elden Way. Yeah, this one rolled a natural 20. So we got a couple bloodied. 2 of them just dropped to the ground immediately as this seems indeed to clear whatever this has infected them. And yeah, that actually leaves them. They look alive. They look like they are breathing after that.
Can I free action just like needle dart them in the neck to fix that?
I need bodies. I need cadavers. Mr. Way, Myles. So this one on you is now pretty beat up. What would you like to do? There's still 4 of these zomboids.
I'm gonna keep get him on the one that still had get him.
Do you want to lead by example by making an attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Critical
Myles.
hit.
So it's, I guess, total 10 points of damage.
So you
no,
get
just
your lead by example bonus as well. How much extra
Right.
damage is that?
That's a great question.
I just had it. Get
Get the
them is just +1 damage, so that's also
Plus
doubled
one.
as well. Are we taking the critical damage roll? Is that what's happening for these? Okay, I don't have a macro, so I have to just roll it out. But that will be 10 points of damage. Crit. That is piercing damage, so it's still alive, but Get 'em has been renewed. What would you like to do for your second action or third action? Sorry, you had to Get 'em.
Yes, shoot him again.
All right, go right ahead.
I'm gonna do that on the 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Miles is cracked.
Another
Miles is
natural
losing
20.
His mind. Oh my gosh.
Miles does not accept defeat.
You do not want to see Elden Way invading your realm, folks. He will pop.
When I was a young boy.
Afraid a bullet whizzes past you and explodes the zomboid's head right next to you. It drops
And
to
then
the ground.
Then it promptly enters my orbit.
Oh yeah, and now it's
Okay.
yours.
Yeah, now the bullet's mine.
You got 2 magic bullets that did an absolute cronk ton of damage.
What a shot.
And it's your turn.
Well, why does it have to be an inconsequential game that I'm playing that I can roll like this?
Hey, I will tie this into the main campaign so fast. It'll have so
I
many
was about to say
consequences.
Cosmic Crit canceled. This is the main show now.
I was gonna
We're
say,
rolling
my
what is
This
favorite,
is the main show.
my favorite game, Dead Men Roll No Crits, this one, then Cosmic Crit, in that order.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
I have no dog in the Dead Men Roll No Crits race, so
That's all right.
Got 2 dogs.
You've,
Yeah, no,
officially, you've
that's,
unofficially
um,
been a crew member the whole time. So
That's
whatever-
Dog Killer Joe. He has a dog in that race.
Miles should come on and play Scrimshaw Jack. I feel like he's got the Scrimshaw Jack energy.
is it just a chaotic gremlin?
Yeah. He's a Cockney boy who likes to stab things with a penknife.
We've tried to.
Oh, boy, that does sound like something I would enjoy.
A few times.
Yeah, Scrimshaw Jack is like a bad penny, just keeps turning up. All right, so that's 3 zomboids down. Seth, what would you like to do with your turn?
Okay, so Frey is going to. Let's just focus down on this individual directly in front of him here. Let's do regular attack. No,
That's a hit.
16 is hit. Okay, that is 14 slashing damage.
Oh, okay. So slashing damage is taking a little bit more
Okay.
than that.
And then-
This is the first damage this one's taken because he critically succeeded against Talus's ability. Maybe this is the Brutalis ball player. He's like a really beefy looking human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to attack him a second time.
Also a hit.
All right, 17 on the dice, 5 slashing damage. So
Okay. He's,
apply your
he's
devious
bloodied.
calculations.
Oh yeah, he's taking so much more from slashing as the bits of metal are cutting him up. Indeed, it's just like a river of this goop. Almost looks like shimmeringly metallic goop. Their blood. But
Well,
that's what
I
you're
tried to
doing
incorporate
so
it
well.
into my aura.
It's not like ferrofluid or anything,
Oh,
but
okay.
it definitely has a sheen to it. Third action.
Those were my first attack was 2
Oh,
actions. My
okay,
second
yes.
attack was 1 action.
Okay, then we're on to the 3 zomboids that are left. I'm gonna make a bite against Scrublock. No, a punch against Scrublock. 10 on the dice is not gonna do it. I'm just gonna keep attacking Scrublock. Maybe I'll roll better on one of these. No. Okay. I'm going to attack Elden Way.
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna try. 19 on the dice.
It's a miss.
Still just what is your armor class?
My armor class is 19.
Yeah, not a critical hit. I need them 20s to do that, but it is going to spend an action to grab you. Oh, let me do the damage first. So it's a D8. Yes. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. His second action is going to be to grab you, and the third action is going to make that jaw attack. Okay, this counts as an attack, so this is still just his second attack for the turn, and that's a miss. So that's all you have to take this turn. Go ahead and roll the fortitude save for me now, though.
Dokie.
another success. So no worries there. And Frayed, this one that you've really beaten up, is going to try and get some revengeful. 7 on dice. Nope. Let's do some iterative terrible attacks, and he just can't get you. You're juking. You're diving out of the way.
Well,
your metal's
got
blocking.
these metal plates just kind of floating around him. Yeah.
Okay, Scriblock, we're back to you. There's 3 zomboids left.
So there is. All right. Okay.
I can't stop saying zomboids. I love it.
I'm gonna focus on this guy down here.
Yeah, he's real hurt.
Yeah. Let's mix it up. Let me. I'm gonna try to trip this guy first.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to trip him.
This does count as an attack.
Yeah. So we'll trip. Nope. That's natural too. All right. So
Trip does not go off.
no trip. All right.
But is it against their athletics?
Athletics DC maybe.
DC? Well, guess
Or
what?
4
That's
or
not a critical fail.
Oh, that's good.
2 on the dice, so you don't get tripped, but
Got that going for me. You know what? Better way to do it. I'll just chop his leg off.
Oh gosh, that'll trip him right up. That's a hit.
All right, for 8 points of slashing damage.
He's dead.
Yeah, that's how you trip. I remember how to do it now.
Look, everyone, I tripped him. Third action. You got another one that's on you.
Yeah, I'll turn back and face this guy. And wait, who's get him? That was this guy all the way down here?
Yeah, the get him guy is deceased.
He's toast. Okay, yeah, I'll turn on this guy and I'll just make a third attack, I guess.
All right, everyone, shoot this guy. I'll show you how. Kills him. See, just like that.
Oh, 16.
Let me. That's a hit. So.
Oh, hey. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
you rolled an 18 on the dice.
for 3 points of slashing. So
Okay. He's still bloodied from that as you clip him, maybe in the shoulder with your sword. So 2 zomboids left. Talus,
Yarg.
what would you like to do? The one that was grabbing you, it's dead from your magical aura blast. You're doing okay, right?
I mean,
That was
so
okay.
far the only damage I've taken is the stuff I've given myself.
No, I grabbed you. I
Oh,
attacked
did you grab me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why you got the disease bite.
Tyler,
that's
did you
right.
just forget to write down damage?
I did not write down that damage at all. I'm gonna say it was 7.
No, I'm re-rolling it because I'm not going back through all my rolls.
Okay, that's also fair. I thought it's totally fair. I legit did not process the fact that there was damage.
Oh
alongside
gosh,
me.
it's minimum 5 points. It was definitely more than that, but you looked
Yeah,
down.
you
I'm gonna go with 7. We're gonna go with 7. You're not allowed to do lower than my original freebie. I've been better now that we've come to a reasonable number. I'm not gonna lie, that positive energy really hurt.
You shouldn't do that.
I mean, how can you not with that many?
You killed 2, so no one's gonna. Well, yeah, I mean, you kind of
but
cured 2
I
of them.
think-
It almost looks like.
I know, right? It is interesting. We are going to try a similar but less self-harming route. I believe there is a modified plague zombie on Frayed Livewire, or trying to get to Frayed Livewire.
Yep.
And so I think best thing we're going to do is we're going to use just the cantrip Disrupt Undead. This has a range of 30 feet, targets 1 undead. They get to make a basic fortitude save. If they fail, DC 19, we're going to do some positive damage again. But I'm not going to take a whole bunch for it. So
It has just succeeded. No, wait, fortitude
yeah, DC 19.
failed. I rolled a 10.
Okay, good. Please don't have a +9. So we're going to be doing Patrick. Do my cantrips automatically heighten?
They should, yeah.
Okay, we're going to be doing 2d6 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So let's roll the 2d6.
Well, if it's positive damage, I'll tell you right there. That's going to be enough to drop this guy.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, we don't got to worry about that.
Or do they also heal?
Yeah, so
Do they do the same kind of thing?
yeah,
Well,
it looks like
I
you're.
want to point out there's a difference between positive energy damage and positive energy healing.
Yes,
Yeah, it
you're.
says you deal 1d6 positive damage. So
Yeah,
I
does
guess it hurts you, but it's like you're the best version of yourself.
You've seen positive damage like absolutely destroy the flesh of normal zombies. This seems to be kind of blasting whatever it is that's running through these guys' veins.
Cool.
Seem to work differently. All right, so 1 zomboid left. You have a third action?
I'm just gonna back up a ways.
Okay. Elden Way, Myles, one Zomboid left.
Right. Putting get him on the Zomboid and then taking a shot. It's an 11.
All right. Officially a miss. We got a miss on the board for Mr. Crits.
Take another shot. That's another miss.
Okay. But lead by example is still up because you shot at that one. So everyone gets a -1 to its AC, +1 to damage as we go on Afraid Live Wire.
All right. I'm sorry. I have a small furry child creating a ruckus in my room.
I can hear it.
If you can hear it.
Some scrabbling, it sounds like, in the back there.
She
Check
has
to make sure it's not
located boxes, boxing, and she's just having a great time.
Make sure it's not a modified plague zombie cat.
Right. We're just gonna do a couple of ranged attacks on this remaining. Get him to Zomboid here. It's natural 1.
Hero
Love
point?
to see it. And a 10. Those are my attacks.
Did you not want to use a hero point on us, or?
Oh, I guess I might as well on that first one.
I recommend it. There's one Zomboid left.
We'll just do that. 16 hit.
That is indeed a hit.
Are we gonna? We'll use the 9 damage from the first one, or
we re-roll the damage too these days. So.
Oh, okay. In that case, let me roll the correct one.
I was about to say
There we go.
somehow rolled. Yeah. Okay. Then well, you rolled max damage. That is
12 slashing.
technically 22 slashing. That's enough to drop this Zomboid. He's dying on the ground, and we're out of combat. Yeah, taking a look at these things. Indeed, the ones you dropped with positive healing, they look to be alive. Why don't you guys make me a medicine check, or maybe Arcana
I'm a
or
combat
something?
medic, so
Yeah, you can actually staunch the wounds of these other ones that you blasted. Elden Way blasted full of.
Frey is going to use his pinky to pick his ear.
Gosh. Natural 20, that medicine check. So both Elden Way, it doesn't look like Talus succeed, but Scrub Block succeeds, and maybe setting some wounds and saving some of these guys' lives that are on the ground. The ones that didn't get completely obliterated with positive energy are just coughing up this black, brackish liquid and mixed with what looks like regular blood. They maybe the jock. The human jock that you beat up like coughs is like and he points behind you all towards the tent where you see 3 more figures shambling forward, dressed in gaudy attire. One of them with what looks like a weapon strung on their back, but as you get a closer look,
It's the bride and the groom.
it is a guitar. The wedding band shambles forward.
that's the best.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
The fight against them, that's a tale for next week's episode. Oh yeah, this is a multi-part Starfinder Playtest adventure. So sorry.
I'm going to start queuing up one-liners from the wedding singer for the next.
Indeed, it looks like the same thing has hit these guys. We will get back to the adventure, the mystery of what this adventure I don't have a name for yet. It's not Project Zomboid. It's going to be something.
Welcome
much
to the
cooler.
Black Parade.
I thought it was zombies are coming.
No, I just have a little sign here. Jeopardy.
Zombies are arriving.
That was in my
Make way for zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies ahoy.
Guess who's zombie?
Till death do us reanimate.
Yeah, I think this is like a 2 or 3-part adventure figuring out what is going on here.
It was really good.
Get back to it next week, either here or on the Patreon. I'm not sure where these episodes, I think these are going right after episode 300, but that's going to do it. Guys, thanks for playing with me.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Patrick.
you.
Thank you.
Listeners, thanks for listening, and we will catch you on the next special Starfinder 2nd Edition playtest of Cosmic Crit.
Good evening.
Space ahoy. Just rolls off the tongue.
Yar.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.